Because of the following special program, Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
The Star Wars Holiday Special. Starring that Junkman, Larry J. Wappa III, Lumpy Baca, Scott Valentine as the voice of Darth Vader, with special guest stars Red Fox as Fred G. Sanford, Demont Wilson as Lamont Sanford, Haywood Nelson as Barry, Beatrice Arthur as Maud, and Gangster Chewbacca, and more on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Hey everybody, it's me, Larry J. Wampa here, and today is November 17th, the day the holiday special was released, and we're going to talk to some people out there and see what they think about the holiday special. We've got a whole slew of celebrities come on to tell you their thoughts, so let's just get right to it with the celebrity you're all here to see, that Junkman.
So what do you want me to do? Just kind of talk about the holiday special?
Yeah, just give your thoughts about the holiday special or whatever you want to say.
Hey guys, today's November 17th, 2022, and was it 44 years ago, if my math is right, the world got to watch Star Wars The Holiday Special. Or at least the U.S. did. I don't know, maybe Canada. I don't know when the rest of the world got it. Hey, back then we were in a bubble. We didn't have the internet, so we all knew stuff around our neighborhood. But I know I've talked about the holiday special before, but it's 17th of November. We have to talk about it. So I'm going to go through my experience with it as a kid and as an adult. And then we're going to talk to some other people that you know around the junk room also. Larry, Gangsta Chewbacca, Dusty, and some others. But I'll start with my memories of this. Now, I know I saw it when I was 6 years old, and I can remember being excited. I can't remember a lot about it. I wish I could sit and tell you a really good story about me at school all excited. I know I probably was excited. I can remember talking about it with my brother. We were both big Star Wars fans, and I can remember seeing a commercial or maybe hearing about it in some way and being excited for it. Like I said, I can't remember much details. I can remember they showed Darth Vader some clips from Star Wars and it blew my mind. Back then, if you saw any clips of Star Wars on television or anything, it really blew your mind. And I can remember vaguely playing Star Wars after it, or maybe I'm just mixing stuff up. And I can't remember if I hated it, but I doubt I did because it was Star Wars. And I'm sure I was excited. I'm sure I was laying on the floor, beating my fists, all excited, seeing Chewbacca, seeing Chewbacca's kid, and seeing the cartoon of Boba Fett, and seeing the very first Kenner Star Wars commercial to air on television. Like I said, I wish I could sit here and tell you that I had a really fun memories of it. And after I saw it, I guess I kind of forgot about it, but I remember having a Starlog magazine. It was a little year later. I was back issue. It's probably 1980-81, and it shows some pictures from the holiday special. And I remember thinking how cheesy it looked then. And it became this thing me and my brother would kind of talk about. Hey, you remember the Star Wars? We didn't know what to call it. A lot of us didn't know what to call this thing, because all we had was this memory of something Star Wars on television. It wasn't one of those making of it. It was a variety show. We knew that. And we knew it was awful. I can remember in the early 80s into the mid 80s talking with my brother, like, what? Remember this thing on Star Wars? Remember this? And we both just had little flashes of it. I was like, I remember Darth Vader. I remember the cantina scene really stuck with my head. And I remembered it a lot. Probably not, I remember scenes from it. And B. Arthur, of course, singing. Who could forget B. Arthur singing a song? Or as the show said, Beatrice Arthur. But then, as I got older into the late 80s, early 90s, started getting into Star Wars again, started collecting Star Wars, going on message boards and news groups on the internet. People started talking about this holiday special and selling bootlegs of it. And I ordered off a news group. Now back then it wasn't easy to order stuff online. You had to get someone's address, write them a personal check, mail it off, and wait. I mean, you had to wait months sometimes to get this back. And you didn't know. You were just sending somebody on the internet some money. You didn't know. You wait and then you see your check clear the bank and you're thinking, okay, any day now. So I got it in a box. And I wish I have it still somewhere. I should have brought it with me. I didn't think ahead. But I got the box, opened it up. It was a VHS tape box, the bigger plastic box you used to put tapes in. Someone took the TV guide and made a cover out of it, and I was like, here it is, the holiday special. The holiday special. Sorry, that's Larry in his pickup truck. He's coming over to talk about it. But I got it. Not only was this the holiday special with the original commercials, it had all the Kenner Star Wars toy commercials on it, or at least most of them. Again, this was before YouTube or anything. And best of all, at least for me, well, I don't know, toys might have been pretty good, had the Star Wars trailers. Somebody put all the original Star Wars Empire Jedi trailers on this thing. So you can imagine I had a Star Wars day when I got this thing. I can remember at my house, I was still living at home with my parents, shoved it into the VCR, sat back, watched the holiday special, and I'm going to be honest with you, I got about maybe 10-15 minutes in, maybe that, and I just end up run up, get past the Ewoks. How many Ewoks? Get past the Wookiees, and stop a little bit, see Luke Skywalker, run to the canteen, watch a little bit, watch some stupid stuff with a guy with a bunch of arms on it. It was horrible. I don't think I sat down and watched the whole thing. I think I ran into the cartoon, and people talk about how great the cartoon is. I think it's just because the rest of it's so bad. The cartoon ain't that great. I mean, Luke Skywalker only has 4 fingers in it. So does Boba Fett and 3PO. I don't know about Han. I don't know how many fingers he has. But it was kind of cool to see. And I remember I told my brother, I was like, hey, I got the holiday special, man. You need to see this. Hey, I can't remember if he was still living at home at that time or not. But I remember giving him the tape so he could watch it. And we had 2 bad things burned in our head as a kid. 2 bad television programs. The holiday special and Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I don't know which one's worse or which one is so bad it's fun, right? But it was really cool to find this tape, and I would go to the conventions after that, toy shows and Dragon Con and sci-fi convention and stuff. And nobody was selling bootleg copies of this tape. And they actually, they didn't look horrible, but they didn't look great. But it was cool having the whole cartoons and everything on it. Like I said, I don't really have really great memories, so we're going to talk to some of you guys that do. Larry wants me to pass the torch, he said. He said that's what we're doing, passing the torch after we tell our story. So here I am passing the torch to, who am I passing to?
Gangster Chewbacca.
Gangster Chewbacca. Thanks. We're done now. I'm tired of talking about this stupid show. We're done, finally.
Hey y'all, it's me, Gangster Chewbacca. What's up? I was here to talk about the holiday special. Who else better than a Wookiee to tell you? I bet everybody else is talking about this show right now on the YouTubes. But you know who's not talking about it? A Wookiee. Unless it's me. Now, of course, it doesn't star me. It stars that other Wookiee, the Chewbacca one, the one that gets all the movie breaks and everything. Big Hollywood. Believe me, I met old Chewbacca one time, and I know we got the same name and everything. Everybody's named Chewbacca in the Wookiee family almost. But it's like John or Jim, or it's a very popular name. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic here. So see, he kind of got a big head. He was all, oh, I'm Chewbacca, I was in the holiday special, get out of my way. And everybody's like, right this way, Chewbacca, right this way, Mr. Chewbacca. Oh, anyway. What can I say? Oh, we're talking about the holiday special. I did see the holiday special. I did see it. I can remember us and a group of the other Wookiees, the whole Wookiee family came over. It was a big day in the Wookiee family. We were really excited. We had the first Wookiee to really break out and become a superstar, Chewbacca. He was in the movie as a big hit. It was, oh, Chewbacca's so great and everything. So all the family came over to watch Chewbacca on this TV show. And I laughed so hard because it was so awful. God, it was awful. But some of my cousins got on the show. My little cousin played Lumpy, and then I had another little cousin on there that played the mom. I think his name was Molly or something. I don't remember. I don't really care. But it was god awful, and it made me laugh that showed that, hey, even Chewbacca can make mistakes. Even the great Wookiee Chewbacca. The great Wookiee. Oh, everybody loves Chewbacca. Everybody loves Chewbacca. Huh.
Wrap it up.
What's that?
It's time to move on.
Time to pass it on? Good, I don't want to talk about this. And now here's Dusty to tell you her memories about the holiday special.
Oh, shucks me. I shouldn't have wore green. Why didn't y'all tell me? Green's all I have. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Special.
The
Holiday special.
Star Wars holiday special. Okay, here's my memories of the Star Wars. I've never seen it. I never see it. I did see the Valley Bertinelli holiday special. It was great. Oh, Valley Bertinelli. She put on these skates and she skated around like this. Meow, meow, meow. It was so good. I love Valley Bertinelli. And then Tom Bosley came on there and he ice skated. Meow, 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 meow. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I loved it. But I didn't see no holiday special with Star Wars. I'm going to have to check that out. You guys, these guys in this junk room, they really do love the holiday special and Star Wars and all that stuff. But I don't know, I'm a girl. Maybe it's not for girls, or maybe it's not for cool girls like me. I'm not really sure, but oh Lord, I loved it. I say I loved it, but I didn't watch it. Larry, am I done?
30 seconds.
Oh, God, 30 more seconds. Oh, well, like I said, I did see the Paul Lynn Halloween special. Oh, that was groovy, that was for sure. Am I done? Okay. Now, everybody, here's Wanda, the Wookiee, to tell you about the holiday special. It sounds horrible. What holiday was it?
Thank you, Dusty. The holiday special is probably the only great television show ever written by a white man. Sure, they were on cocaine, all of them high like a kite, but it was great. Why? Because finally the Wookiees got representation, and not just the male Wookiee like in Star Wars. Remember that male Wookiee? Oh, I'm a walking carpet. I'm Chewbacca. I'm a male Wookiee. Well, female Wookiee, Lumpy's mama, Mala, finally, the female of all Wampas. She is awesome.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Hi everybody, it's me, Alien Todd, back again to tell you about the holiday special. Now, I promise I wouldn't say any dirty jokes or anything. You know, I always get in trouble when I say them dirty jokes. But holiday special, I love this thing. I thought it was really funny. I mean, it's horrible. It's kind of like Andy Kaufman wrote it or something. It's so bad, it just turned out to be funny. I love to invite people over and tell them I love it, tell them to come over. It's like watching The Room. You ever seen that movie with The Room? It's kind of like that. Like I said, it's so bad, it's god-awful. I love anything that's awful. I tell you, I love it. I love it. I watch it at least once a week. I really do. That's not a joke. I watch it at least once a week right there. And it reminds me of a joke. Let me tell you this joke here. What's the difference between Batman and a black man? Anyone know the difference? Well, I'll tell you the difference. Batman can go out at night without...
Thursday, Magnum helps a friend find a lost love who's thought to be the ghost of a girl long dead. Then, the 6th annual Circus of the Stars, with ringmasters Linda Evans, Elliot Gould, Bob Newhart, and Brooke Shields. 2 dazzling hours of thrills. It all happens Thursday.
Hello everybody, it's me, Ronnie the Runco, here to tell you about the holiday special. Now, I saw this holiday special back in 1978, and who would have thought I would go to star my own Star Wars film, Return of the Jedi? I thought I would have a bigger part. Lucas promised me a bigger part, but he killed me off in the first half of it. But anyway, I was sitting with my other friends, my Ren Corps buddies, and we were at this bar on 2nd Street. Now, I'll never forget it. It was called Tootsie's. It was a lot of fun there. We were drinking and having fun, and we looked up on the television. We looked up like this, so we said, oh, no, what's that, Star Wars? And then I said, turn it up, bartender, turn it up. And it was Star Wars. It was the holiday special, of course. But we didn't know that at the time. We just called it the Star Wars TV show. We didn't know what it was, or the Star Wars Variety Hour. I remember my buddy Joe said that. He said, it's called the Star Wars Variety Hour. I was like, no, Joe, it's about a holiday. It's about a holiday going on like this. It was very, very good. Like I said, for the time, but then again, I was drunk. I was actually say 3 sheets to the wind. I was so drunk, so maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. But as a Rencore with an alcoholic problem, I thought it was really fun. I thought it was really good. Now, here is PTC himself, Primetime Charlie.
Hey sisters! Oh my god, Primetime Charlie here talking about the holiday special. Oh my god, this show is so awesome! Oh my god, holiday special. I'm watching this every year. Me and my family come together, we all watch it. We all hang out, we watch it. It's so good. Oh my god, I know people love the cartoon, but to me the favorite part is, oh my god, when they start dancing around, singing and everything. I love that. Then they sing the song. Carrie Fisher comes out, she's like, Star Wars, we are about more Star Wars. Oh my god, I love that part. It's a really good part too. It's really good stuff. And I love the cartoon was good. Both. I gotta see Boba Fett. Oh my god, Boba Fett. But you know what I didn't like? There was no Jawas in it. Where were all the Jawas? Hey, where's the Jawas? Hey, holiday. We celebrate too. Where's our holiday
Pinky Haggard.
Here it is, Pinky Haggard.
What are we talking about again?
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Star Wars Holiday Special. Hey everybody, it's me, Pinky Haggard, unknown stuntman to the stars. I work with them all, from Burt Lancaster to Burt Reynolds to Burt Dahl. And I'm here to tell you about the Star Wars Holiday Special. I was on that set. I actually did some stunt coordinating work on it. I had a bad back problem that 1978, right? Yeah, I was going through some problems. I had a back problem. I hurt my back on an episode of Maddox. Let me tell you, they say they got insurance in the Hollywood Hills. They ain't got no insurance now for stuntmen, that's for sure. But anyway, I hurt my back, but I went there to help out some friends. I had this little midget friend. What? I had this little person. Little person, that sounds more offensive than midget. Get out here with your PC bullshit. I saw this little midget. He was a stand-in stuntman for Billy Barty, and he was on the set. I guess he was a stand-in for one of the baby Wookiees or something. I'm not really sure. I remember he was hanging around. He had to do this big jump off. He was jumping off a bed or something. I don't know. And he was really worried he was going to hurt himself. And I had to explain to him, hey, you can't get hurt. That it's only about that far of a jump. It's just jumping off a bed, dude. But he didn't care. He was really worried about it. I remember he filmed it once. He jumped, hurt his ankle, and then he's like, I can't do it. And I was going to do it, but I was really getting my back hurt. And they said I was really too big to play a baby Wookiee. But anyway, he did the jump. He got it. I guess he got it. I never saw the film or not. I don't know. I don't know if it made it into the movie. Sometimes you do these stunts, right? You don't make it into the final cut of the film. It really bums you out because it's usually the best stunts. That's the ones they don't want to do. Yeah, they don't. You can work all day on a stunt. The cheap, stupid one, that's going to make the cut. The hard one, the one that's a lot of fun, it ain't going to make it. It ain't going to make it. I don't know why. It's just the way the ball bounces sometimes. But anyway, me and this little, I don't supposed to say that word. Larry said I don't supposed to say that word, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we got done with the stunt. We went over to Vince Valance. I think that was his name. They used to be on that. He used to be on that Hollywood Squares, I think. Vince Valance. Man, we went back to his trailer. We did so much cocaine. I mean, this dude. He must have had the hookup in Hollywood because he had mounds of cocaine just sitting around. And I remember he was looking at the script and he passed it around and we were like, what is this? Talking Wookiees and talking dewbacks? What's going on here? And he was like, it don't matter, it's Star Wars. We gonna get paid either way. We gonna get views and ratings anyway. And he didn't care and he knew he was snorting up a mountain of cocaine and just write a whole nother page. It was the 70s, guys. It was the 70s. Don't judge us, man. It was the 70s. We had a lot of fun in the 70s. And, remember they brought in the chorus girls. They were doing an episode of some chorus girls were on a Love Boat or something. And they brought them over to let us parade them in front of us. Reminds me of the time I did some stunt work for Rory Clark on the set of Hee Haw. Have you ever seen the Hee Haw Honeys? Talk about somebody that can snort some cocaine. That one, I'm not going to tell these tales out of school, but you know which one I'm talking about. The Hee Haw Honey. She can put some cocaine in a crack, and believe me, it's going to be gone. I don't mean crack cocaine. I mean someone's crack. I ain't going to say what crack, but it ain't the arm crack, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. Larry says I'm talking too much. He's going to have to edit this. You're going to get demonetized or something. I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, this is Pinky Haggard, unknown stuntman to the stars. And like I said, I've worked with them all, from Burt Lancaster to Burt Ward to Burt Dahl. Well, and now, here's Larry J. Wampa.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming on, talking about the holiday special. I know it gets a lot of bad rap, but it's a lot of fun. Can you imagine a world without the holiday special? And hey, everyone was like, that's the worst Star Wars ever. And then we saw Rise of Skywalker, and we were like, okay, the holiday special ain't all that bad. Well, I want to thank also Junkman, who said, I don't want to do another holiday special. And then he did this one right here for us. He let me control it, produce it, and everything, so it was a lot of fun. I want to thank you for watching. As always, if you like my content, subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.